Now, I personally think that the history of garage reviews, this is arguably one of the best backgrounds that we've ever had. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to Garage Reviews. My name is Abhishek Gupta and today we are here with SBA Premium Motor Garage, who are conducting a 2022 calendar shoot with a Bell 407, the facelift version, that is this helicopter, along with a bunch of other supercars. Now, this is just a small fleet. We are expecting other cars as well, out of which we have a Ford Mustang that you've seen on this channel before as well. I'll link that video down in the description down below. We have a Rolls-Royce Ghost, which is very unique because if you see the spirit of ecstasy of this car, well, it is diamond studded and you'll see 60 in rubies down there. The reason being, this car, the Spirit of Ecstasy, has 60 lakh worth of diamonds studded onto it, along with a gold plated grille. This is the height that Rolls-Royce goes to give customization and satisfaction to its customers, which is just out of this world. Along with, you all know this car, this has been a staple Mustang on the channel, and I still truly believe one of the best spec Mustangs in Tri-City. Now, so much has gone into organizing this event. We've been organizing it for over a month now. There are so many things that you need to take care of, you know, while getting something like this done. I'm sorry I didn't post any of this kind of thing, you know, giving any teaser of this on my YouTube channel, but I did on my Instagram. So if you're following me on Instagram, there were small little sneak peeks every single week, I would say, in which we were kind of teasing this event. So if you're not yet following me on Instagram, I think you should do that right now. And the reason why I'm telling all of this to you is that I wanted to share the experience with you guys as well. How it has been to organize this kind of an event. Because the thing is, it was very hectic because we had to book the helicopter, you know, talk to the owners of the supercars, you know, getting them ready as well, taking care of the pilots' uniforms, taking care of if my friends were ready for the photo shoot, taking care of all the other things like booking this resort that we're actually shooting at. And then we also had the launch control event that you guys have seen the video on already, in which we went to Delhi for some drag races. I went there, I came back within like 2 days of that. And you know, everything was so hectic, but it was so wonderful at the same time because it was the first time I was doing any kind of this thing. And a very special thanks to SBA Premium Motor Garage for making me a part of this. It's their event. They're the people who did everything. I was just a small little helper in between. But seriously, a big thanks to those guys. It's hard to believe the V12 being so quiet, but that's all what a Rolls-Royce is about. So what we're doing right now is bringing the Rolls-Royce in front of the chopper and, you know, click some pictures of both of them as a group as well. Now, while we're actually parking the car right over there, let me just tell you a few different rules that we've been told regarding this chopper. Now you see this chopper lengthwise, rear half of this helicopter. No one, I repeat, no one is allowed to stand back there. No one. Now, I think it has to do with the rotor given back over there, but it's turned off right now, so I don't really understand why, but that's a rule, so we have to follow it. The other rule is that we are not allowed to open the doors or, you know, go into the cockpit without supervision. So we're allowed to sit in the helicopter or the cockpit actually as well, which is crazy, but we're not allowed to do that without supervision. And, you know, it's a, well, very expensive vehicle, so we're definitely not going to be breaking any rules over here. So one cool thing that is happening right now is right over there, there's actually a wedding going on, so everyone's able to see that helicopter from that, you know, that venue. So everyone, like, you know, trekked over that mountain, and then everyone is watching this shoot that's going on. This is how like crazy of a presence that a helicopter has. I mean, not that I had to say this, but you know, it's true. Alright, so some new information has come to light. Now, remember when I told you that we're not allowed to go from the backside of the helicopter, and I didn't know the reason why? Well, I asked, and the reason for that is that we have very technical stuff given back there. That's the like the backside of the engine. So all of the things related to the exhaust or the air duct, every single thing is back there. You see that small little pipe that's coming back there? So I talked to the person who was, well, riding this helicopter, and he told me that if something happens to that pipe, that part alone costs around 7 lakh rupees. So that's why that is the #1 key rule, that we're not allowed to move around around through the back side of the helicopter. So you see over there, he's actually saying like he's denying permission to the back side. So that's why this is a key rule, that you never go around the helicopter through the back side, only through the front. Now, bringing a chopper, bringing a helicopter, that's cool and all, but bringing such a vehicle also has its set of issues. Once again, I wanted to share the full experience with you guys. So here are the set of issues. Now, because we are taking care of this event here in the Chandigarh area, we also have the Air Force Station and we also have the Chandigarh International Airport in the region as well. So now obviously those two have the highest priority, and a helicopter event is not a priority for them at all. So that's why we had specific times in which the helicopter could land or take off, or roam around anywhere. So we had this plan to get done of this helicopter shoot early in the morning when we had some good lighting through the golden hour, but we had to get it done during 1 or 2 p.m. which it is right now. The only sole reason being we got permission for landing or taking off this helicopter at that time. Okay, so facts and figures are here. This helicopter, like I told you in the start as well, the Bell 407 facelift, made in USA. And the craziest part, you see this car over here, something known as the Rolls Royce. Well, in this helicopter, we have an engine built by, well, Rolls Royce. And it is a single engine helicopter. In many helicopters you can also see two engines, in which what happens is that if one engine fails during flight, the second engine can save you. This particular one is a single engine helicopter. Those are like kind of the facts and figures, but if I wanted to talk about the things that you guys are really curious about, because those were the same questions that I asked the air marshal over here, and that is, number one, fuel capacity of this thing, 560 liters. And the fuel cost for this thing is 68 rupees per liter, which is crazy because these days fuel cost for a car is more expensive than a helicopter. But given the fuel economy of this thing, cars are much cheaper, because this thing consumes around 160 to 170 liters of fuel in 1 hour, which means that this helicopter will be able to provide you with around 3 hours of flying time. Top speed of this thing is around 149 knots, which comes around to 280 kilometers per hour. And now for the main question, the one that I was most excited about, is the cost of this thing. Well, this helicopter costs you around 28 crore rupees for a brand new one. Now I wonder how much of that portion is because of the Rolls-Royce engine, because these things are really expensive as well, but still 28 crore rupees for this machine right here. One other thing about this helicopter, this thing right here, I'm not going to touch it, but you can see it says remove before flight. Now what exactly this is, it's type of like a needle thing that comes out of a helicopter, and this is actually used to measure the speed of the helicopter. What that means is that the amount of air that comes into this needle over there, that somehow gives you the actual speed of the helicopter. Now it's right now covered, so if you try to take a flight right now before taking off that cover, well, you won't be able to know what the current speed of your helicopter is. So that thing is quite crucial. Alright, so finally the time to sit inside the helicopter, but I first want to show you something about the doors. The doors of this car go up like an Aston Martin. Once again, you see the distance between the door and the floor over here is smaller than the distance between the door and the floor over there. So this is something that I really like about this helicopter. But once you do actually scoot on inside, this is where you actually see the craziness, because this, first of all, very comfortable seats. Going on a ride would be crazy. Let's see if we can do that in this video. Not very high hopes, but I think we can. But this is how the actual inside of an helicopter looks like. So we have 2 seats, we have 3 seats in fact, so we have a middle seat over here as well, because this is actually a 7-seater helicopter including the pilot. And then one other crazy thing is that we also have headphones for all the passengers sitting back over here, because these things can get loud. So that's the rear portion over here. We have so many things over here. Now let's move on to the front, and this is the front side or the cockpit of the helicopter. We have so many things. I am not even going to try to show or explain these, because I have literally no idea but it is, all I can say is that it is very, very complicated. We have the two headphones for the actual pilots in the front, where they have the radio contact with the control tower and all that stuff over here. We have a fire extinguisher over here as well, and just so many crazy things. Now what a sick lineup. Rolls-Royce Ghost powered by a Rolls-Royce engine, Bell 407 powered by a Rolls-Royce engine, we have a Ford Mustang powered by a Ford Performance engine, and we have another Ford Mustang powered with a Ford Performance engine. What a cool little symmetry between engines over here. Alright, so we are now at the final stages because it's almost sunset, so that is one of the major reasons why we wanted to start early in the morning, but it's okay. What we have is what we have. We just have the final moments with all the cars right now, taking our final shoots, and the calendar will then be ready. Again, once the calendar will be completely ready, once it's printed, it will take some time, but once it is printed, I will be sharing that calendar on my Instagram. So once again, if you're not yet following me on Instagram, link in the description down below. And finally, the ending moments of an incredibly cool day. The cars are about to leave, but before we actually sign off, we do need some shots of cars revving, definitely. And so now it is quite dark. I am in front of a light so that it helps a little. I don't think the video quality will be at all good at this time, but with that we come to a gracious end to one heck of a day. I had so much fun helping organize this event, being a part of this event. And one more thing, I am actually coming out with another video on this aeroplane, on this aircraft I should say, on this channel really shortly. So if you've not yet subscribed, do that as well, because a dedicated video on just this aircraft is coming on very soon. But thank you all for watching this video. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, please give us a thumbs up, comment down below your favorite part about this video, share this video as much as you can, and a subscribe to the channel would be absolutely amazing, because it gives me so much more motivation to create more content for you guys. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.